Same faces, no one's been dropped off following the Supreme, so straight into line, the Arke, another ridiculously short price favourite in Duvan for same colours, same trainer, same jockey. Bill, I'll start with you this time. Would this win it 71% of the time that the 2 to 5 represents?
Yes, is the simple answer. Again, it comes down to price. He is potentially the most exciting horse running at the festival. Unbeaten in 7 from 7, 4-time Grade 1 winner. Very hard to pick holes in Duvan. The dangers of the obstacles, if truth be told. He seems to be miles better than what's in front of him. He's 3 from 3 over fences. Probably his best performance was last time. He was a bit fiddly at the last on his previous starts, but he is the real deal. The issue is, if you've got the 5, do you need the 2? That's the question with Duvan. He's a very short price. I think a lot of punters will be looking for the each way value in the race, and that's what I'm trying to look at now.
Will there be 8 runners?
I think there probably will be bang on around that, 7 or 8 maybe. The issue you've got to look for is there a value each way bet against him? I'm presuming that no one wants to necessarily back him at that price. It's just too short. I'd say the one thing to be careful on is looking for the each way is the second favourite, Vanateur, the obvious each way play. I think we've had 3 odds-on winners in the last 4 years, and the genuine next best second in has been beaten every time. Well beaten, because they've tried to take on Duvan. It comes down to running styles. If you take Duvan on and try and beat him or try and be competitive with him, he'll end up tailing off. I mean, the likes of Vibrato Valtat, Alpharoff, Overturn, these are all genuine second best in the betting horses that have failed to live with the respective favourites in the years that they've won. I'd be a bit worried about Vanateur at the price if he tries to take on Duvan. I would go for Sizing John each way as a bit of a value alternative, placed in the Supreme last year. Has chased Duvan home this year, but I think he is the value each way if he runs. But I think Duvan will win by fresh air.
Small play for you, 5,000 to win 2. Family copper on this one? Cool.
No, I wouldn't put the family silver on it, but I do think he'll win. Having watched him very closely, his last 2 runs, I think he's won by 8 lengths and 15 lengths. I mean, it looks as though it'll take an earthquake to stop him winning down there. Willie Mullins has gone on record of saying he's a different species to his other horses that are going to Cheltenham. Well, if that's true, then he's home and hosed, isn't he? He's unbeaten in 7 for Willie. I think he's a wonderful jumper. I think he's a sort of horse who could go on and possibly win a Gold Cup one day. Only the mighty Alverton has ever pulled off that exclusive double, but this is in deepest County Carlow. This is a horse they really rate.
Yeah, I think it's been that way since the very beginning with it as well.
It certainly has. I mean, he travels so powerfully at speed, and if you watch his Supreme victory again and how he's got them floundering quite a way out, and now the transition he has made to the bigger obstacles, I mean, he treated Sizing John, sorry to say this, with utter contempt. And then he's come out subsequently, and the other rival, any rivals there are for him in Ireland, has said no thank you, and they haven't even turned up at the course. So then if you're looking for some each way value or forecast value, because if it goes down to 7, you want to steer clear of the each way, perhaps stupidly or gamely, I'm going to go for Arzal. Blessed little Arzal, because Arzal is tiny, but he's got...
He fit under the table.
He would do. He's got real courage, and you notice that when he was trying to tackle Vanateur at Donny last time, and half the time he's trying to get over the fences before he's got the momentum then to go after the horse, and he did reduce the deficit at Donny.
He
did
A
stuck
bit
to
like
the...
Romney King trying to tag onto party politics at the running at Hampshire, you know?
But I think where you've got like the magnificent of Vanateur and you've got the bruiser of Arzal will adapt to Cheltenham better than Vanateur. So that's why I would go for him for forecast. And the stats behind the fact that the second favourite normally bombs out, then it gives Arzal a chance.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we've had Indesert 4 to 6, Simon Sig 8 to 13.
Yeah.
But you think like 4 to 6, 8 to 13. Sprinter Sapku was 8 to 11.
Yeah.
And at 2 to 5 is plenty short enough. Yes, we know he's the best horse, of course he is. That's why he's favourite. But 5 to 4, Vanateur second or third, 2 to 5, Duvan third. This is what keep bookmakers in jobs, horses like this, if you ask me. and he's more than likely going to win, but I couldn't be having a fiver to win 2 on there, and I agree with you. The forecast will probably be the play because there'll be less than 7 runners. So you're going to play each way, you've got to do it in advance now.
Yeah.
I would have thought that Garde La Victoire could easily come out the race. You boys have come straight from 7 Barriers. Lamy Surge, do we think that's going to run in this, given its bomb out the other day?
He said he was.
Said it.
He said both would go, Vaneteur and Lamy Surge.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, the family Christmas presents in my house were Vaneteur at 10 to 1, so I'm hoping to still be popular come March 15th. So I'm going to stick with Vaneteur, even though I know Douvan's the most likely winner. Yourself, Arzal each way for you?
Arzal each way, because 7 of the last 8 odds-on favourites have won. So that shows you 70-odd%.
I know, it's bad.
Yeah, isn't bad.
I'm going to go, if he goes here, Sizing John.
Each way?
Each way, 14. Yeah, I think he's
Each way for me, I go for the game changer.
Fair play, because that's getting better with every
running
run.
in his 29th race, I have to tell you, he's won 6 of his 8 chases. Gordon Elliott, he might just pull off a major shock.
Well, that's an interesting shout because I think he ran the county hurdle last year, but he's got
very well backed.
He would be the most experienced probably chaser in terms of runs in this race. And I think the interesting thing I touched on about the running styles is that he will be switched off. And all the ones that go and take Douvan on and then cry enough, he could be an interesting situation.
He does need good ground, though. That's imperative.
Well, these videos are designed to help you out. So far, we've had 2 races and we've tipped up 8 horses.
That's good.
So we either don't like each other, or 3 of us are pretty stupid. So that's the Arke. Usual number, usual website. Good luck with whatever you back, and come see us in the ring.